This 2K video is more so a discussion video because I've been around YouTube a little bit and I came across this YouTuber by the name, I think it was Text, which is TEXT 2K, I think it was. So shout out to him because he's a smaller creator like myself, because, you know, if I got the platform, I'm want to help out other creators, you know. But anyway, he released a video recently, which I haven't watched yet. And me seeing the Text video made me want to get back into my old bag. For those of y'all that's my old subscribers, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know one thing I used to do a lot was discussion videos, video essays, and I seen that he had a discussion video that is Text, so I thought, you know, why not make my own again? So anyway, what I wanted to talk about in this video was the whole thing with competition with 2K and stuff, because I've been thinking about it, and I was thinking about it earlier as well, with the whole thing about competition with 2K and why 2K is not going to improve and all that stuff. And I'm gonna put up an old video on screen right now from like a video I made like, I want to say like 2, 3, 4 years ago at the time of this recording. And I believe that video was called NBA 2K21 fell off because NBA Live fell off. And basically, to sum up that video in short, because, you know, I ain't gonna say the whole video, I want y'all to watch it, but it's still a really good video that I think y'all should watch and I think y'all will still enjoy. But yeah, like I was saying, basically to sum up what I was saying in that video is that 2K had fell off at the time because Live had fell off. But now that I think more about it, earlier today I was thinking about it and I thought to myself, you know what? The reason why 2K is currently in the state that it's in is not even because of lack of competition. Because to be real, in my opinion, the only thing that NBA Live coming back would change with 2K is not the actual gameplay itself, which is the most important thing that makes a good 2K game. And that's what I'm gonna be talking about in this video. So my whole point in making this video was saying that competition coming back won't make current 2K at its current state have better gameplay overall. So for example, if NBA Live or NBA, that old NBA shootout game I played, if that were to come back and make a comeback in 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030. Current 2K in its current state is still not going to improve as a game series as a whole or as a game of franchise, just because there's competition back on the horizon. So there's one thing that won't improve with the game, in my opinion, if there's competition on the horizon. The first thing is gameplay, and what will be improved is actual quality of life things like game modes, etc., etc. That's the main point of this video that I'm talking about. The fact that competition on the horizon from another NBA simulation AAA basketball game won't improve gameplay, but will only improve game modes and quality of life things for 2K. And it won't go but so far. So let me get into the first reason why right now. So for reason number one, the first reason why I believe that 2K will not improve from a gameplay standpoint if there's competition, if let's just say NBA Live or NBA Shootout were to come back, is because of, as y'all know, in recent years, 2K came out with what they call Pro Play. So in 2023, the folks over at 2K released NBA 2K24, which had Pro Play, which 2K used, which was a collection of data and in-game motions and movements they used from the real NBA and real NBA footage to make the game feel as realistic as possible to the real NBA players. So for example, if Paul George had a behind-the-back crossover in real life on Josh Giddey, then in real life, he did that too. I mean, y'all know about this already if y'all play 2K, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know about this. This is just me explaining this to the casuals and, you know, super casual people that don't play 2K, which is a lot of y'all, which I understand why if that's the case. Like, understandably so. So basically what I'm saying is, with Pro Play, from a gameplay standpoint, if NBA Live or NBA Shootout or any other AAA basketball video game were to come out, this is a simulation basketball game, it's not going to top 2K because of the fact that the only way that they can release any type of gameplay that can beat 2K at this point is if they release something that is either equivalent to Pro Play, which means their own version of Pro Play themselves, or, well, that's really it. Basically, so I'll give NBA Live for example. If NBA Live were to come out between 2026 and 2030, EA Sports will have to release an actual gameplay engine that mirrors 2K's Pro Play, meaning that they would have to have a same type of or a similar type of AI software, like a ChatGPT type of software, to where they can actually get actual NBA in-game movements and put it into their game. Because let's be real, if they get the traditional old mocap and bring in NBA players from mocapping, even if they get their mocap movements for the dribble moves and all that stuff, let's be real, them mocapping NBA players is not going to be the same as NBA players with the moves in the actual in-game NBA games. It's not going to be the same. Do you think Paul George is going to try his signature size up in a EA Sports mocap studio as he would in an actual playoff game against any team that he plays against in the NBA?
Nah.
No, he not. So like, that's why Pro Play is so good with 2K right now, because in my opinion, speaking of Pro Play, in 2K24, Pro Play was implemented kind of bad because that was his first year. But in 2K25, they've refined Pro Play to the point where it's nowhere near as bad as it was in 24. And it's actually pretty good now, which I think the core game itself for 25 is actually good. And people who have a problem with gameplay with 25 are like the city, but that's a whole nother video, you know, a whole nother discussion. We're going to get into that later, because that's a whole nother juicy topic I'm going to get into later. But anyway, EA Sports, NBA Live, or NBA Shootout, or NBA at the inside, whatever you want to call it, For them to come out with a game and actually have it rival 2K when it comes to gameplay, they would have to have, again, their own version of Pro Play or their own type of AI software that captures in-game actual footage of NBA players to make the gameplay be as good as 2K. I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen from NBA Live's side, and I'm pretty sure 2K knows that as well, which is why, even if the game came back, 2K would still have the better gameplay. And Live probably knows that as well, which is probably why they're not trying to come back anytime soon, because they know that they don't have anything that can rival Pro Play. Because let's be real, Pro Play is the new standard now for actual gameplay. Because how you gonna top Pro Play when it's actual NBA players' movements? The only way for EA Sports to top it, or any other studio to top it, is to literally release something that's basically identical to AI software to capture players' movements, but have it capture it in a more identical or even better way than what 2K has with Pro Play. That's the only way, and like I said, I don't see any other studio doing that better than 2K right now. So that's number one. All right, now we on to number two, which is the second part of this video, and we talking about what I think will improve from 2K having competition, game modes, and quality of life things, etc., etc. Let me explain. So, if EA Sports comes back with NBA Live 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 even, or NBA Shootout, or whatever AAA simulation basketball video game would have come back in the recent years coming up soon, then as a result, what you would see from 2K is them, 2K that is, either lower VC prices or take VC out of the game altogether and be even close to, let's just say, NBA Live 2005, which in my opinion is the best NBA Live of all time, which really, it don't even have to be that good, because the NBA Live game would really have to be as good as, let's just say, NBA Live 2004, because in my opinion, NBA Live 2004 at the time was a great game itself, but if you played it, as you know already, Live 2005 took it to the next level because of, the addition of All-Star Weekend, three-point shootout, dunk contest, etc., etc. The whole All-Star Weekend package in that game was goated. Oh, and including the Rookie Challenge. Also improved visuals/graphics, etc., etc. If you're old enough to know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. So the next NBA Live would have to be as good as NBA Live 2004 for its time, and that's what Live would probably have to do to get 2K to lower their VC prices. And my theory as to why 2K even implemented VC in the first place is because they saw that NBA Live was starting to fail with the entry of NBA Elite. So if you look back at NBA 2K13, if y'all remember, that was the first 2K to implement VC in the game. Before 13, NBA Live 10 was the last NBA Live that was considered objectively by the masses a great NBA Live game. Then 2K saw it and was like, all right, we're gonna release another video game and try to top NBA Live. NBA Elite 11 gets canceled, then NBA 2K11 comes out. And at this point, 2K is like, okay, we won this year, but that's just 1 year. You know what I'm saying? Then 2K12 come out, NBA Live 12 get canceled. 2K started to get skeptical. 2K is like, okay, we see that Lives failed 2 years in a row, and we'll take note of that. And then 2K13 was coming out, and they see the Live 13 get canceled again. And then the folks over at 2K is like, okay, Live canceled again, let's implement VC. Because let's be real, 2K probably had their game finished by the time that 2K13 was supposed to come out and didn't have VC at all in their game for 2K13 until they realized that Live 13 wasn't going to be a thing because of, cancellation. That right there is 3 strikes and you out. So by the fall of 2012, when it comes time to 2K13 to come out, 2K probably already knew that Live 13 was not going to be there because of the past 2 years with how Live got canceled 2 years in a row by that time. So they knew that, okay, Live ain't coming out for a 3rd year. We're on top now. We can put in VC in the game. So I say all that to say that that's why if NBA Live were to come back and actually be good for 1 or 2 years back to back, you'll see 2K try harder when it comes to like quality of life things or more game depth in terms of game modes. And like you'll see, for example, like what's it called? Y'all remember that game mode where it was like not the Jordan challenges, but it was like similar to it with like the NBA Legends and all that stuff where you can do like Karl Malone challenges, Oscar Robinson, Jerry West, Julius Erving from like 2K12. They'll probably bring that back because let's be real, 2K gonna come out firing on all cylinders if NBA Live come back. And also, I'm gonna give a prime example of Soluminati. Soluminati on his recent 2K video that he released in like a long time called 2K has fallen off, or like proof 2K has fallen off. Even he said some talking points about what I'm saying as well. And I'm gonna play that right now so I can hear it. So listen to this.
It came to a point now, 2K has opened up the doors for people to leave in September, and the game dropped in September. The young niggas is just scattered everywhere, watching IRLs and watching this and watching that. But when we was on 2K, everybody was in the 2K community. And I told y'all the whole concept of the city is the whole rewards, everything y'all did, nobody feel rewarded no more. You letting people buy cap breakers, but bro, at the end of the day, like, after you got all that, it don't feel like nothing. Like, I don't feel like I'm grinding for anything. Like, my wins was feeling like losses. Like, most of y'all niggas make content complaining. I think it's the best content in 2K is complaining about it at this point. Because how can you fake like you really having fun on something?
Those are my main points I wanted to get into. Just to summarize, basically, I believe that competition is not going to help 2K have better gameplay because 2K's gameplay with pro players is the current standard for actual gameplay itself. But competition will help 2K to improve on game depth and improve on game modes, and we'll get a more complete game when it comes to game modes and what the game has to offer. I mean, then again, 2K did add in Gravity Ball, but that don't really count in my opinion. That was more so a cash grab because it's $8 for that game mode itself. I'm talking real game modes that are free. I'm not talking about an add-on DLC as a new game mode, which is Gravity Ball, because that's, again, 2K is further proving my point, which is them being money hungry because there's no competition. With competition, they're not going to be as money hungry. They're going to be more humble. And they're gonna actually try to, you know what I'm saying, give us a more complete game and give us more game depth. But the gameplay is not gonna improve. So this whole thing that y'all keep talking about, oh, 2K is bad because there's no competition when it comes to gameplay. First of all, in my opinion, 2K's gameplay is not bad in the core game. It's just in the part, some players want arcade, then the other half of the community wants more sim. So it's kind of a dividing thing. Or they want a good healthy medium like 2K16, which was the best healthy medium in my opinion, because that was a hybrid. But again, that's a whole nother discussion for a whole nother video. I plan on talking about that in another video. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a juicy one. But with that being said, y'all, that's just my opinion and theories on as to why if NBA Live or if any competition from any AAA simulation basketball game were to come back, why 2K's gameplay would not improve. So if you agree, tell me in the comment section down below. Or if you disagree with me, tell me why in the comment section as well. Do you think the NBA Live or NBA Shootout or NBA The Inside or The Life or whatever that series is called coming back would help 2K's gameplay improve? Also, I'm gonna say this, that if other AAA simulation basketball games come back with decent gameplay that's not as good as 2K's, I do see 2K taking some elements from their gameplay and putting it into their own pro play that they already have, but I don't see pro play going away anytime soon. So again, that's just my opinion on that. But like I said, if you agree, leave a like, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you disagree, tell me why. You know, we up for a healthy, you know, discussion, healthy debate in the comment section. I don't want this to just be me just, you know, preaching at y'all and y'all not giving y'all own opinion. So I really do be reading comments. I like seeing different perspectives and all that stuff. So let me know what y'all think. Also, let me know what y'all think about why 2K is in the state it's in and no competition and all that stuff. Let me know that as well. But with that being said, y'all, another retro play is coming up soon. I think y'all gonna really like this one. So I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. And until the next time, I'm out. Peace.